Hello, and welcome to another edition of Because You Asked, presented by ServingIntel. In today's episode, we are going to discuss ServingIntel's newest technology release, PayMyCheck. PayMyCheck is a truly contactless payment method that eliminates the need to swipe, dip, or even tap a credit card in order to settle a bill, making this the safest and most secure way to accept payments. Your guests will have the ability to settle their bill directly from their mobile device using a unique QR code generated by your POS system and printed on their receipt. The benefits don't end there though. With PayMyCheck, your staff will be able to turn tables more quickly by eliminating the typical credit card process, which requires multiple trips between the table and your point of sale system. This can obviously increase your earning potential dramatically and also allows your staff to focus on giving your guests an exceptional experience. So now that you understand a bit more about the benefits of PayMyCheck, we're going to get into the real reason for this video. As we've begun rolling this technology out to our partners, many have asked to see what this new contactless payment method looks and feels like from the end user perspective. So today, we have one of our account managers, Joe McGrath, who is on site at a location that is currently using the PayMyCheck solution. Joe's going to give us a live walkthrough so that we can see what your customers will experience when you begin using PayMyCheck at your location. So let's go to Joe live and in the field. Joe?
Hi, I'm Joe and I'm here at Shelly Pie Pizza in Turtle Creek, Pennsylvania. I'm here to demonstrate PayMyCheck, our new contactless payment option from ServingIntel. So, as you can see on our check here, we have a QR code down at the bottom. All we have to do is open up our camera on our cell phone. What we'll do is we will focus on the QR code. Most cameras nowadays will give you a little note that you'll hit and it will take you to our secure website. And up here we'll show you your check. So, since everything was great, I'm going to give them a big tip, which I can do here. And then we will scroll this down and we will hit PayMyCheck. Now, the app is asking us for a receipt to be sent to our email. So I'll type in my email. And I will show you that receipt when we're finished here. So now we can PayMyCheck. And now it's asking for our card information. As you can see, we've done all this without the assistance of any of the servers here. So once we submit our card information, we have payment success, and then the receipt of the transaction will be sent to our email. We have now paid our check at Shelly Pie, and it takes us right to the store's logo. We can continue on from there. Now, I'll show you in our email, here's our receipt for Shelly Pie, which gives us all the information that we would need in a receipt. Thank you very much for our demonstration of PayMyCheck by ServingIntel here at Shelly Pie in Turtle Creek, Pennsylvania.
Wow, that's great. Thanks, Joe. And a special thanks to our partners at Shelly Pie for acting as our live demo site. The final piece that we'll cover today is some frequently asked questions that we have received from our partner base that is currently using the PayMyCheck solution from ServingIntel. The first question that we have is, what devices can be used on PayMyCheck? So PayMyCheck works with all modern mobile devices. A camera is required for the QR scan, and all commonly used browsers can pull up the check information necessary to complete the transaction. The next question we have is, can the customer use more than one payment method to split the check with PayMyCheck? Currently, PayMyCheck supports only one single payment per check. The next question we have is, can the customer leave a tip with PayMyCheck? And the answer to that question, as we saw in Joe's demonstration, is of course yes. Your customers can add a tip by selecting a preset percentage or by typing in their own dollar amount. The next question that we have is, are Apple Pay and Google Pay accepted payment methods? And the answer to this question is again, yes. All payment apps that have access to your browser will work to autofill your card information. This is of course dependent on your device and browser, but it should work on any of these payment methods. For example, as we saw in Joe's demonstration, Apple products using Safari will prompt for your cards or to take a picture of the card that you'd like to use. And our final frequently asked question is, how does a merchant refund or correct a transaction if a mistake is made? And the answer to this final question is, any editing or refunding of a transaction can be accomplished in either your WorldPay portal or by calling the WorldPay support hotline at 1-855-299-6779. And their support staff will assist you with any processing corrections that you need to make. Okay, well that completes our frequently asked questions and also concludes this episode of Because You Asked, brought to you by ServingIntel. And before we go, I want to again thank our on-the-scene reporter, account manager, Joe McGrath, and of course our wonderful partner, Shelley Pye in Turtle Creek, Pennsylvania. And most importantly, thanks again to all of you for tuning in for this episode of Because You Asked. And be sure you contact your ServingIntel account manager as soon as possible so that you can get your PayMyCheck integration up and running today.